Hi guys, in this brief video I just want to talk about something that I've been doing lately to improve my observation skills, or at least to stay engaged with the activity of observing and really taking in details. In the stories of Sherlock Holmes, he mentions to Watson, or he asks the question, how many stairs lead up to our flat? And Watson can't really give Holmes a number, and Holmes says, you see but you don't observe. And I think a lot of us go through this. We have hectic home lives, maybe hectic work schedules, workout routines, whatever it is that we're doing, right? And our minds are preoccupied with those things. And so in order to be as efficient as possible, a lot of us tune out during the course of the day to those little small details. But that's what, I guess, differentiates us from Holmes. He's always observing, looking at things, not just observing, but taking in the details and making sure that he understands what he's looking at, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that he has to memorize everything, but whenever he comes across something, he's taking in that piece of information. And this is an exercise I'm doing to help me improve my awareness so that I don't fall into the mindset of, oh, I'm going to dismiss it and just go about my business. So the activity is this. It's working backwards after you've seen something and trying to figure out how the events kind of unfurled, right? So I was sitting in the Mazda dealership, and this is just an example of it. I was sitting there waiting for my car to get finished getting serviced, and I look over and there's a coffee bar, right? The complimentary coffee that they give you for sitting there and waiting. And anyways, I'm looking at the coffee and I'm asking myself a series of questions, right? When I see the coffee, I say, okay, well, somebody had to put it there, obviously. Somebody had to plan to put it there, obviously. And then somebody had to deliver it, right? And so working my way backwards and figuring out, okay, well, there must be somebody responsible for it on a pretty consistent basis because, you have customers coming in here daily, right? So maybe who's the person that's responsible for that? Maybe pinpointing them in the room and then focusing on maybe their other tasks and their responsibilities. And then thinking about the fact that they had to plan this, right? They have to have enough items in inventory to keep those satisfied customers, right, on a day-to-day basis. So there's a level of planning behind that. And then obviously whoever drove the items there, they delivered it, they had to sign off for it. All those transactions that go in between, the coffee bar and the delivery of the coffee. But working my way backwards that way to start to look at situations so it's not just me looking at it and just like glossing over and saying, okay, it's just a little coffee container. It's sugar, it's cream. But no, just kind of working my way backwards and figuring out how the items got there, actually. And I found that that's really effective, and it's helped me to be a little bit more observant on my day-to-day activities. So maybe you can try it. It might help you to be a little more observant yourself. Hit me up sometime, drop a line on the website. I think I'm going to try to put a little section where you can make comments and things like that. But anyways, you guys have a great evening and continue to love to learn again. Bye.